everybody, my name is Sandra. Welcome to your practice and welcome to this short sequence of sun salutations. We start in a standing position at the very top of our yoga mat, and if you want to work with blocks, I recommend you have them handy at the top of your yoga mat. So step to the front edge of your yoga mat with your feet parallel, hip joint width apart, pushing down, and we start in a standing forward bend. So bring your hands to your hips, roll the shoulders back, take a deep inhale here, and as you exhale, move your chest forward in space, unrushed. Keep your spine long and straight. And once you feel the stretch kicking in your hamstrings, gently soften your knees, release your upper body, your arms down towards the floor. Let your head hang and be heavy, like your shoulders sinking down towards the floor. So let the gravity do the job and give yourself a few moments to arrive on the mat. Allowing your upper body to rest on your thighs, so your belly to rest on your thighs, and draping forward, face soft and relaxed. And the next time you inhale, lift your chest slightly, straighten your legs, and bring your hands to your shins or to your knees, depending on your range of motion. Encourage length in your spine, so guide the sit bones back, reach the crown of your head forward, roll the shoulders back, so feel the shoulder blades firm against the back rib cage. And now shift a little bit further forwards towards your toes, so you're nearly tipping over. Like that, we're taxing the hamstrings a little bit more. Continue deep breathing. The next time you inhale, bend your knees slightly, but keep the length in your spine, and as you exhale, straighten your legs again, so getting back into the hamstrings. Inhale, bend. As you exhale, straighten the legs. Continue, inhale, bend. And as you exhale, straighten your legs again. Just continue on your own pace, and if you feel like you want to slide your hands a little bit further down towards your shins or ankles without letting this have any effect in your spine, you're welcome to do so. You're also welcome to use blocks at this point, resting your hands on your blocks. Let's do that a few more times, moving with your breath. Make sure the crown of your head reaches. And the next time you inhale, and as you bend your knees, lift your chest even more, push the feet down, sweep your arms out to the sides, come to standing. On your exhale, join your palms together. A few half sun salutations, sweep your arms out as you inhale, lift your heart, push your feet down. On your exhale, move your chest forward. Once the stretch kicks into your hamstrings, release your upper body, let your knees be soft. Inhale, lengthen your spine, half standing forward bend, legs are straight. Exhale, standing forward bend, knees might want to bend again, head is heavy. Push your feet down, sweep your arms out to the sides, come to standing, join your palms, exhale. Continue, sweep your arms out as you inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, unrushed, chest moves forward, halfway bend your knees, release your upper body down, head and shoulders are heavy. Inhale, straighten your legs, lengthen your spine, hands go to your shins or knees. Exhale, standing forward bend, release down again. Push your feet down, sweep your arms out as you inhale, lift your heart, join your palms, exhale. Push your feet down, reach through your fingertips as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, drape forward and down, unrushed. Inhale, half standing forward bend, straighten your legs, lengthen your spine, shoulders roll back. Exhale, standing forward bend. You might want to use blocks. Bring your hands to your blocks next to your feet and step your right foot far back into your lunge. The back leg is super engaged and active, and the front knee is above the front, exactly above the front ankle. So make sure it's not too far in front, towards the front. Roll the shoulders back, the back heel is pushing back. Crown of your head reaches to the front. And from here we just sway a little bit back and forth. And as you sway back, your front toes lift and you spread the toes wide. So gently swaying a little bit back and forth. Once you move to the front, find a little bit more space for your chest. So roll the shoulders back and continue breathing. Make sure the back leg is engaged and straight. And if this doesn't work, that means you just need to bring your hips a little bit higher up. Now remove the blocks, just bring them to the sides, place your hands down onto the floor and step it back into your downward facing dog. Bend your knees to start with, so you can guide your sit bones nicely up towards the sky. Press your hands down into the floor, spread your fingers really wide, grounding every knuckle, and allow your face to soften. Feel your shoulder blades firm against your back ribs again. And now each time you exhale, see how far you can straighten those legs without letting this have any effect in your lower back. So keep your sit bones reaching diagonally across the room towards the ceiling or sky. So inhale, bend the knees. As you exhale, see how far you can straighten them. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten the legs a little bit more. Continue in your own breathing rhythm. Once more. And now the next time you inhale, shift your weight forward into plank pose. Navel draws in, tailbone is long. You might want to bring the knees down to the floor. On your exhale, and push it straight back into your downward facing dog. Keep your fingers widely spread. Once more, inhale, plank pose, shoulders roll back, crown of your head reaches. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Lower your knees to the floor, sit back, child's pose, exhale. Swimming child. As you inhale, generous movements from your right arm far to the front. Exhale, sit back, place your right hand next to your left back onto the floor. Inhale, swing your left arm far to the front, generous movement. Place your left hand next to your right, back onto the floor. Once more, inhale, swim your right arm forward. Exhale, sit it back. Swim your left arm forward as you inhale. Exhale, sit it back. As you inhale, shift your weight forward, roll the shoulders back, harness your elbows and stick your butt out and lower your chest and chin to the floor into the worm. Lower all the way down, lengthen your toes, ground the groins and harness your elbows in already here. Crown of your head reaches. Make sure your little toes ground firmly down into the floor so your legs are relatively active with your kneecaps slightly lifted away from the floor. On your inhale, lift your chest in your mini cobra. Exhale, lower down. You carry minimum weight on your hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Once more, inhale, lift. Keep your elbows close to your rib cage. Lower down, exhale. Inhale, lift. Come on your knees. Downward facing dog as you exhale. Let's have 2 cycles of breath in your dog. If you feel like you want to bend your knees to maintain the length in your lower back, you're more than welcome to do so. The next time you exhale, gaze in between your hands, step your right foot in between your hands, roll the shoulders back, and as you exhale, step it all the way to the front, feet parallel, knees might want to be slightly bent, standing forward bend. Inhale, half standing forward bend, roll the shoulders back, legs and spine are straight. Exhale, standing forward bend, drape your upper body forward and down. Inhale, sweep your arms out, come to standing. Join your palms, exhale. Continue, sweep your arms out as you inhale, lift your heart. Unrushed, move your chest forward and dive down. Inhale, half standing forward bend. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, standing forward bend. Knees can be soft. Step your left foot far back into your lunge. Again, you might want to use blocks underneath your hands, positioned underneath your shoulders. If that means that you can find a little bit more space for your chest and for the space in between your collarbones. So roll the shoulders back and try to find as much length as possible from the crown of your head reaching forward to the back heel moving back. Back leg wants to be engaged. Again, maybe that means you have to lift the buttocks a little bit higher. Now let's sway a little bit back and forth just to warm up our hip flexor, and continue breathing. Each time you move back, spread the lift the front toes and spread them a little bit wider. Allow your breath to wash through your body. Before we meet back in our lunge, remove the blocks, place your hands down and step it back as you exhale. Downward facing dog. And this time we want to do some walking moves. So you bend one leg after the other. And as you do so, allow your upper body, your torso, to gently twist and turn from one side to the other. Gently warming up your whole body, kneading your whole body. Deep breathing. Come slowly back to center. Now as you inhale, shift your weight forward into plank pose. Lower the knees down, child's pose. Swim your right arm forward as you inhale, deep breathing. Exhale, sit it back. Swim your left arm forward, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, sit it back once more. Right arm forward as you inhale. Exhale, sit it back. Swim your left arm forward as you inhale. Exhale, sit it back. Inhale, come onto your knees. Shift your chest forward, your weight forward, roll the shoulders back. As you bend your elbows, keep them harnessed and stick your butt out in slow motion down into the worm. Chest and chin to the floor. Stay here for a moment before you lower it all the way down. Lengthen your toes, ground the groins. Roll the shoulders back and feel your elbows harness in. Inhale, lift your chest slightly. Exhale, release down. Again, inhale, lift, spread your fingers wide. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest. Come onto your knees. Downward facing dog again. Let's have 2 cycles of breath again. Now observe and how your breath expands the side of your rib cage. Allow your jaws to be relaxed. Deep breathing through your nose. On your next exhale, gaze to the front. Step your left foot in between your hands. Roll the shoulders back as you come on your fingertips. You have a little bit more space to work with. On your next exhale, step it to the front, standing forward bend. Make sure your feet are parallel. Release your upper body down, head is heavy. Inhale, half standing forward bend. Roll the shoulders back, hands on your shins or knees. Spine is long, legs are straight. Continue breathing. Let's have another cycle of breath here. Working our hamstrings, taxing our hamstrings. As you exhale next time, drape forward and down. Standing forward bend. Inhale, lift your heart, sweep your arms out to the sides, come to standing. Join your palms. Exhale. Sweep your arms out as you inhale, reach through your fingertips, lift your heart. Exhale, move your chest forward, unrushed. Standing forward bend. Your knees might want to soften again. Inhale, half standing forward bend. Shoulders roll back, legs straight, spine straight. Exhale, standing forward bend. Step your right foot far back in your lunge. We don't stay here for long, so just come on your fingertips instead of using the blocks, or maybe even float them a little bit away from the floor. Crown reaches, heel reaches back. On your exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, shift your weight into plank pose. Knees to the floor, chest and chin. And as you do that, move your chest forward slightly before you lower down. Elbows harnessed in, lower all the way down. Lift your chest in your mini cobra onto your knees as you exhale, downward facing dog again. From here, lift your right leg into three-legged dog, and only lift it that high that you manage to keep your hips squared. We want to flex the right foot and make sure that the right big toe is pointing straight down towards the floor. Keep your hands pushing down into the floor, spread the fingers wide. Take another inhale here, and as you exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Lower the back knee down to the floor, together with the top of the back foot. Both hands go to your front knee or thigh, and now lift your heart. As you inhale, come a little bit out of the stretch and up. As you exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Relax the shoulders. Inhale, lift slightly. Exhale, lower down. As you inhale, lift slightly. On your exhale, a little bit deeper into the hip opening. Place your hands back onto the floor. Curl the back toes and again straighten the back leg. Now float your fingertips away from the floor and reach your fingertips far back. So a little bit like in a rocket shape. I'm always thinking of a rocket. So the crown of your head is reaching to the front, ready to go, and your back heel is reaching far back. Reach through your fingertips. Shift your weight onto your right leg and step your left foot next to your right. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders back, and with your knees being bent, allow your upper body to drape forward and down. Head being heavy. And now reach your knuckles high towards the sky. It's not about hamstring stretch at this point. Allow your belly rather to rest on your thighs. Make sure your neck doesn't disappear and your shoulder blades draw down your ribs. On your next inhale, push the feet down, lift your chest, use your knuckles to move back your arms as a lever to come all the way to standing. Release your hands, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, release your arms down. Continue, sweep your arms out as you inhale, push your feet down, lift your heart. Exhale, move your chest forward and drape down. Inhale, half standing forward bend. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, standing forward bend. Step your left foot far back into your lunge. We don't stay here for long, so let's work our front thigh a little bit and float the fingertips away from the floor. Roll the shoulders back, crown reaches to the front, back heel is reaching back. Another deep inhale here. On your exhale, downward facing dog. Spreading your fingers wide, grounding through every knuckle, especially grounding the base of our thumb and index finger down into the floor. On your inhale, shift your weight forward into plank pose. Draw the navel in, shoulders roll back, knees to the floor. And as you lower down into the worm, move your chest forward at the same time. Keep your elbows harnessed in. Lower all the way down. Inhale, lift your chest in one mini cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog again. Step your right foot, I forgot to say that on the other side, step your right foot a little bit further towards the midline for balancing reasons before you lift your left foot into dog split. Now we tend to be over ambitious. I think everybody tends to do that, to lift the foot a little bit too high, but try to lift the leg a little bit less. Make sure your hips stay square, and as you flex the left foot and you gaze towards your left big toe, you see whether you do the right thing. So verify by having the left big toe pointing straight down. On your next exhale, step your left foot in between your hands and lower the back knee all the way down to the floor together with the top of your back foot. Both hands go to your front knee or thigh, so you lift your heart. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper into the hip opening. On your inhale, come a little bit higher again. Exhale, sink deeper in your own breathing rhythm, moving with our breath and allowing our exhale to help us release into the stretch. The next time you exhale, release your fingertips down towards the floor. Curl your back toes under and straighten the back leg again. Lift your fingertips away from the floor and reach them far back towards your heels. Crown of your head reaches to the front, heel reaches back, fingertips reach back. So your upper body is in a straight line together with your right leg. Shift your weight onto your left foot and step it all the way to the front. Interlace your fingers behind your back, and with your knees being slightly bent, allow your upper body to drape forward and down, head being really heavy, shoulder blades draw back and down, lifting your knuckles high towards the sky. Now push your feet down, lift your heart, keep your knuckles reaching back, come all the way to standing, release your hands, sweep your arms out, and release your arms down by the sides of your body. Have your palms face to the front, spreading the fingers wide. A few moments here to gather your breath and to feel the aftertaste. On your next inhale, sweep your arms out again. Tiny back bend on top. On your exhale, move your chest forward and drape down. Knees might want to bend halfway. Inhale, half standing forward bend, find length. Exhale, standing forward bend. Step your right foot far back into your lunge, turning around the right foot 90 degrees for warrior two. Reach your right fingertips to the front and above your head, hands to your hips to begin with. Now align the front heel with the arch of the back foot, and maybe the stance wants to be a little bit smaller. You don't necessarily need to have 90 degrees between your front thigh and shin. Important thing is that you find the middle path really between not too much and not too little, and that the front knee isn't in front of the ankle but exactly above the shin wants to be vertical. Ground the outside edge of your back foot firmly down into the floor. Now reach through your fingertips, relax the shoulders away from your ears. As you inhale, lift your arms, straighten your front leg. On the exhale, gently push the air down and release your arms all the way down. Still torsos reaching high. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Flying warrior two. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift, straighten your front leg and reach your arms so they're parallel to the floor. Lengthen your tailbone down. Take a deep inhale here. Now as you exhale, to start with, just reach forward as if you wanted to reach something far in the front. Keep on lengthening the tailbone and continue breathing here. Have another cycle of breath. And as you exhale next time, gently lower your left hand down onto your shin if you prefer to use a block on the outside of your left leg. You're more than welcome to do so. Now reach your fingertips, your right fingertips either high towards the sky or bring your hand to your hip. So sometimes we can just find a little bit more space in our shoulder girdle and spiral the chest way further up towards the sky with our hand at our hip. So explore the difference and be honest to yourself. Now rebend your front leg again, transition into your warrior number 2, reaching through your fingertips. As you reach through your fingertips, make sure that the right hip point lowers a little bit further down so it stays on the same height as the left hip point instead of lifting too high up and trying to escape the stretch in the inside of our thighs. On your next exhale, cartwheel your right arm all the way down, both hands to the inside of your front foot. Rotate the left foot 90 degrees and with your knees being bent, spine straight, walk it all the way to your second side. So the right foot is in the front. I'm aware you can't see me, but no worries, I will be precise. So we are in a lunge with our right foot in the front, back heel is lifted, roll the shoulders back. On your next exhale, step your left foot to the front, standing forward bend, feet parallel, head is heavy, shoulders heavy. Inhale, sweep your arms out, come to standing. On your exhale, join your palms in front of your chest. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up, lift your heart. Exhale, move your chest forward and drape down. Head heavy, shoulders heavy, knees may be soft. Inhale, half standing forward bend. Find length. Exhale, standing forward bend. Step your left foot far back into your lunge. Rotate the left foot 90 degrees for warrior 2. Reach your left fingertips to the front and above your head. Reach through your fingertips. Before we lower the hands, bring the hands to your hips again. And take a few moments to adjust the stance. So the front heel aligns with the arch of the back foot. Outside edge of the back foot is grounding. And already here with our hands on our hips, we might encourage the left hip to be on the same height as the front hip point instead of lifting too high. You might want to play with that difference for a moment to understand where this is going. Now reach through your fingertips, relax the shoulders down. On your inhale, straighten your front leg and lift your arms. Exhale, gently push the air down, rebend your front leg again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down, flying version. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Now one last time, straighten your front leg. Reach through your fingertips, arms parallel to the floor. Lengthen the tailbone down and gently push the front big toe a little bit firmer down into the floor to support the front knee. As you exhale, reach forward. Keep your arms parallel to the floor, your tailbone lengthening. And instead of reaching too far, find the middle path again. The tailbone is lengthening down towards the floor. Another inhale here. On your exhale, lower down. Again, you might want to use a block or rest your right hand on your shin and see where your left hand is going. Keep on reaching through your tail. Make sure you do not collapse in your lower shoulder. And decide for yourself whether you want to gaze up to the side or maybe even down. Whatever works for your neck. We don't want to build up unnecessary tension there. Now rebend your front knee and transition once more back into your warrior number 2. Reaching through your fingertips. Grounding the outside edge of the back foot down into the floor. And being aware of where our front knee is going. So don't let it fall inward, but make sure you can still see your front big toe. On your next exhale, cartwheel your left arm all the way down to the floor towards the inside of your front foot. Rotate the right foot 90 degrees, and with your knees bend your spine long, so you stick your butt out. Walk your hands first to the middle and then all the way to the left foot again. Into your lunge, left foot in the front. On your exhale, this time we step it back into our downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers wide, guiding our sit bones diagonally towards the sky. And then let's all bend the knees a tiny bit. Even if you feel that you don't need to do so, bend them slightly so you find more length in the lower back and more space to guide the sit bones high. And now push your hands down to the floor and forward at the same time, forward and down. And then now push your feet down into the floor and back, so you push your heels back, even with your knees being bent. That's something that's very valuable to do. Imagine you would give your yoga mat a nice stretch with your hands pushing forward and your feet pushing back. And now once more, see how far you can straighten those legs. Maybe it's just a millimeter, maybe nothing, but how far. Just explore how much space is there without letting this have any effect on your lower back. Let's have another deep cycle of breath here with your face being relaxed and soft, your neck relaxed, shoulders firm against your ribs. On your inhale, unrushed plank pose. On your exhale, knees to the floor, chest and chin, elbows harnessed into your chest. Lower all the way down. And now bring your arms by the sides of your body to the sides of your body, palms facing down. Forehead goes to the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Little toes ground into the floor, so we have a gentle activity in our legs with our kneecaps slightly lifted away from the floor. Ground your groins. Reach through your fingertips. On your next inhale, lift your chest, your right arm and left leg. On your exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest, left arm, right leg. Reach through your fingertips, reach through your little toe. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest, right arm, left leg. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your chest, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower down. Continue. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Thinking more of length than height, so keep on reaching. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Next time you inhale, lift your chest. Lift both arms, reach through your fingertips, and see whether you can also float your feet a little bit away from the floor. Again, it's not about height, it's about length. Imagine your feet wanting to reach far back. Same with your fingertips. Palms facing down towards the floor. Crown is reaching, so make sure you don't throw your head back. Another deep cycle of breath here. On your exhale, lower down, turn your head to the side of your choice. And have your palms face the sky. Gently wiggle your buttocks a little bit from one side to the other. Take a few moments to feel the aftertaste, whatever it is to observe. And slowly unrushed, find your way onto your back, so roll all the way around. Have your knees bent, bottom of your feet on the floor. Reach your arms to the sides. So we are in a T shape. Palms want to face down. Pushing your feet down, lift your buttocks just a tiny little bit and position it towards the right side. Just a tiny bit, so a little bit off center. And now float the feet away from the floor. Draw your knees towards your chest. With your knees together, twist to the left side. Make sure your both shoulder blades stay grounding down, stay grounded onto the floor. You might want to use your left hand and place your left hand on your right leg if that feels nice. Maybe your head rolls counter if this doesn't create any tension in your neck. And deep breathing in the twist. Observe where you're holding any unnecessary tension. Just let go and let gravity do the job again. If you find the twist is too deep where you are right now and your right shoulder blade floats away from the floor, position something underneath your legs, like a block or a pillow or something, so the twist is less deep. And then slowly come all the way back to center. Bring your knees back to center. Feet go into the floor. Now push your feet down into the floor. Lift your buttocks slightly, only to move it a tiny little bit towards the left, so you're a bit off center again. Float your feet away from the floor. Draw your knees a tiny bit further into your chest. And with your arms reaching out to the sides, palms facing down, twist to your right side. And same thing on your second side. If you observe that your shoulder blade, your left shoulder blade floats away from the floor, feel free to use something underneath your right knee. So you keep the shoulder girdle grounded into the floor. Your breath washing through your upper body. Face relaxed and soft. Releasing into the twist more and more each time you exhale. The next time you inhale, bring your knees slowly back to center. Bring your feet to the floor and move your buttocks back to the middle of your yoga mat. Bring your hands to your knees as you float the feet away from your floor. Knees want to be close together, with your knees close together and your hands on your knees. Gently draw small circles with your knees in the air. Massaging your lower back. Massaging your sacrum area. Let's change direction. Before we come back to center, position your feet one after the other back onto the floor. Extend your legs one after the other along the floor. Release your arms by the sides of your body. Allow your palms to face towards the sky. Allow your feet to flap open and your whole body to melt down, to sink down, and to release all tension, nothing to hold. Bringing your attention a little bit more carefully to the breath. bringing your mind to where the body is. Start to make small movements with your fingers, with your toes. And draw your knees into your chest, one after the other, rolling over to the right side of your body, making yourself small there. Using your hands coming all the way back to a sit, you can keep your eyes closed. Coming to a comfortable sitting position with your hands resting on your knees or your thighs. Allowing yourself just a few more moments to observe on how you're feeling right now. Join your palms in front of your chest. Allow your thumbs to touch your breastbone. And the next time you exhale, slowly open your eyes again. I thank you for joining. Namaste.